Welcome everyone, it's Shari Carroll for Simon Says Stamp, and today I'm working with the STAMPtember collaboration from Riley & Company, and this one's called It's Your Day. This is a 4x6 stamp set, and it features Riley along with Simon, and it has some great messages and little add-ons like hats and glasses and also a great balloon, and you can put the messages into the piece that's in between Simon and Riley. I'll be starting with the main focus point of Simon and Riley, and I'll be stamping this onto my cardstock using Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink, since I'll be doing some Copic marker coloring. I'll give this a good press through the door of my MISTI, and then I can check it to make sure I have a good image. If not, I can press again, re-ink, and re-stamp again since it remains positioned. With my paper in place, I've removed my other stamp, and now I'm placing a message inside the little paper or sign that Simon and Riley are holding. And using the same intense black ink, I'll stamp and press this into the paper, and I'll check to make sure I have a really good impression. I've positioned the sunglasses stamps onto my paper, and I'll press these into the door. And for these, I'll be using the Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Earl ink color, so I'll be able to see their eyes through the ink. And I'll give this a good press, and I have the sunglasses. And finally, I'm stamping a little snail next to Simon's mushroom. I have a new sheet of cardstock, and I've placed a couple of the party hats onto the door, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. I'll be using the party hats, and I'm going to be masking these off and putting them onto the balloons. So I'm using the Simon Says Stamp very low tack tape, and I'm putting just a piece over the top so that it covers up the hat. I've inked up the hats again, and now I'm stamping them onto the tape. And I can remove this really easily, it doesn't peel your paper, and then I can trim them out. I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Fine Detail scissors, and I'm cutting right on the black line, and I only need to cut around the bottom portion and then just up through the side just slightly. And now I can return back to my stamp hats, and I can put the masks right back in place and stamp over top with the balloon image. And then I can remove my masks, and I have balloons with party hats. I've added a little piece of the very low tack tape just to the top of that sign, and I'm going to be doing some ink blending using the Simon Says Stamp Seafoam ink and using a teal brush, and doing more intense color towards the top and then drawing that color down until it fades to white towards the bottom. And then I'll do the same towards the bottom. I'm using Perfection ink, getting it a little more intense towards that bottom edge and working it up to a white area. I can go over my animals because I'll be coloring them brown, and it'll cover up the green. I've chosen a few brown colors to color in Riley and Simon, and I do have those listed in the description box below if you're interested. And also I've decided to make this a boy card, or a more masculine card, so I've used several of the blues, and again I have those listed in the description box below. I'll be fussy cutting my balloons, and I'm cutting just on that black line of the stamped image using my fine detail scissors. Before I add my balloons to the card, I'm going to go around, and I'm using a black marker, and I'm just edging off to cover up that white core of the paper. If you do it from the outside or the back side, it makes it easier, and you won't mess up the stamp design by skipping over and making a black mark. Next, I'm eyeballing where I want some of my balloons, and from there I'll draw just a straight line from the sign right up to where I want the bottom of the balloon. And then I'll be using the Simon Says Stamp foam squares on the back of each balloon to give it a little bit of lift and dimension. And next I'll be adding details. I'm using a black pen, and I'm outlining the sunglasses to give them a little more realistic look. And to finish it off, I'm adding some lines onto the balloons to make them look like there's some reflection, and also onto the sunglasses. And here's how my card turned out. It's perfect for a boy's birthday. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial using the Riley & Company It's Your Day stamp set for STAMPtember 2022. And remember, when our collaborative stamps sell out, they won't be restocked. And as always, thanks so much for watching.
there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.